Bluetooth connected.
All right, so everyone, welcome back. It has been a couple days now with the garage set up after having the coffee table. I threw in some old magazines here that I had from SEMA and other companies that I've purchased through and done business with, and little knickknacks and stuff like that. I'm enjoying the setup so far. I've been thinking of other ways to go ahead and just kind of upgrade things and just step it up to the next little bit, but of course it's this stuff. But we are starting to do stuff a little bit on the more of a budget scale. So with that being said, I have been looking around just to see what I can kind of fill the space with that's going to be still good quality and not making it look like shit. So that's kind of the point we're trying to get through with this. We've looked at a few other little things. I ended up finding this really good deal at Home Depot for this Bluetooth speaker. Now I'm telling you on a budget, this is a budget. It's the Zoey Super Bass Job Site Speaker. But with the speaker, it's dual, I think 5.5-inch speakers. You got ports here left and right for your airways. It's full RGB face. Right now I have it on my blue, my solid blue, because that's what I rock with. All your controls are going to be up here on the top side. So power mode, Bluetooth, FM, AM. All your colorations are going to be up here too, so you do have more than just your RGBs. So volume control is going to be here on the top. So right now it's on FM. That's what you guys hear in the back, but it's loud. I mean, for $30, this thing is loud. So you have that, your forward, back, skip, replay, your EQ. So everything is right here that you need. And all of your ports are going to be right here on the back side. So Type-C, USB, mic input. You even have SIM card back here. If anyone still plays that, I don't know. But with it, $30. I got a 2-year warranty for $6 as well. Like, I didn't need name brand. I didn't need anything super crazy or super powerful, because one thing, I do live in an apartment complex. 2, I'm kind of on a budget build here for the garage. And 3, I'm a little impulsive. But for the colorways and everything that it offers, I figured, why not? I think this was a good little addition to my garage, and it's not overbearing, it's not crazy. I think it's really subtle, and it's going to work for me in my space. So again, I found this at Home Depot for $30. It was $29.99 when I found it. It's called the Zoey Super Bass Job Site Speaker. So I had to read the case just one more time just to make sure I give you guys the right name. But yeah, if you guys want, go get one. And I've looked at a few other things too. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the original plan for the garage studio. I was going to go ahead and just get the bubble lamp and all the other crazy stuff, the toolbox, the TV. Sadly, of course, with the news of the Camaro with the motor blowing up, I've really got to start putting some cash away and trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do with the car. So that being said, I've been looking into LQ4s and LS3s, 6.2s and 6.0s, and God, and countless chat GPT budget builds and stuff. And I know it's not the most reliable thing in the world, don't get me wrong. Just, I'm in a panic. It sucks. This is the last thing I would have expected from my car, is for it to blow up. Let's be honest. So yeah, it's the biggest kill for me, and we're gonna get update by update, but as of right now, the news sits with the Camaro. We've got a truck that's gonna come pick it up this week, and the shop that originally did my harmonic balancer and that crankshaft pulley, not Evolution Auto Concepts, actually it was up in Arkansas when we had the body shop actually take care of the whole front end after the 2 hit and runs. These guys are going to be the ones pulling that crate 350 out, that original short block Chevy, and keeping it on the side for me, because I probably will make that into a table, I'm not gonna lie. Next thing is going to be for this shop to figure out when they're gonna be able to touch the car. As far as I know right now, it looks like it's gonna be July until the first bolt is even gonna be turned on this car. I would have loved to be able to have the car here and pull the engine and do all this, do all that. I'm gonna be honest, I've pulled motors before And I'm educated. I know how to do it. I believe I can. I'll be honest, it's been a few years. It's a little intimidating for me. And two, the lack of tools and, you know, the lack of hands, the lack of help. I don't really know a whole lot of people that are automotive savvy here in Dallas. Let's be honest, unless they work for me at my company. And I'm not about to have my coworkers constantly over and over having to help me on this thing and pay them more and more and more. Like, I just don't see a point in that. I feel like it would be a great challenge for me, yes. But two, my mindset is needing to have the extra time to be able to get money. I need money. Because this quote at $15K for an LQ4, around, you know, a 400 horse build, you know, I need to be able to pay for that. And I'm not going to be able to, I'm not getting paid right now from YouTube to pull this motor out and all that. I'm not there yet. This is what, my 7th or 8th video. I'm going to humble myself here. We're not going to be able to get that. So, and I need to make money. I need to be on the side job. I need to be doing valet and getting some tips, or doing some side sales, or starting my detail business back up, or maybe flipping these mini bikes. I honestly, these little ice bears, I can find them for super cheap. Do a little custom mods on them and sell them for prof. Maybe. I don't know. But even the Starlight headliners, I used to do quite a few of those. I mean, I'm sure everybody else on Facebook Marketplace does it too, but hell, at least it's something to try to pull some money in the door that's actually going to utilize the space and bring revenue. But having the Camaro here and pulling the motor out of it is not going to bring me money. And it's only going to bring more stress. I would love to be able to say, like, hey, I'm proud to be able to say I'm the one that pulled that block and got it ready for this whole swap and everything. But it's just, I got to pick one. And what's more important? Is it going to be taking the time and pulling the block out and doing everything by hand myself, or is it going to be having the money to actually pay for it? Because what I'll be doing, spending that time here in that garage, is not going to be putting anything in my account. So that is the hardest part. That is the hardest part for me. As much as I would love the car here. Yet for the meantime, at least that we have the garage space or the studio space, let's go ahead and just utilize it and make the best of it. You know, I'm already here. I already threw polls on Facebook and IG about it, saying like, hey, like, do we keep going or what? And honestly, there's no point not to use the space. I have it, and I'm gonna make something out of it, damn it. I will. So this week, what I'm gonna be doing is just, actually for the time being, not even just this week, I'm gonna be using the time to make this place. I'm gonna make the studio. I've got the rug on the way. I've got the speaker now. I'm looking at the 4-foot like bubble lamp. I even thought about doing a tabletop aquarium. Like, I'm talking like crazy shit. Like, I want the coolest little studio that I can make out of this on a budget as possible. So I think that's what I want to make. So for those of you that are looking for, you know, inspiration for your warehouse space or anything like that, maybe you can get it from here. Hello, good morning. Okay, so today is a different day. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is sale day at my auction, and looks like the cars in my inventory are not gonna be the ones that are gonna be sold today. Really? Do the thing. This garage door opener, I swear, is so spotty. Like, some days it does really good, and other days it just... Really? Bro, come on. Literally, nothing could go smooth. Nothing can ever go smooth for me. So, but I've got something else I'm selling today, and I did hint this in the last video. We're tossing the Audi. It's about time to sell it. I've had this thing for a little over 2 years, and let's just say we've been through a lot in that car. There has been a lot of toxic situations that has happened inside of that car. So, and it's a great car. I mean, I love the Audi. It's 2.0 turbo, all-wheel drive. You know, it drives great. I love the way it handles. It's a good-looking car. I'm just bored of it. Was the biggest thing is why I had it for sale for the last year. Lots of hits and lots of offers on trades, but not quite where I wanted. So after having it for a year and dropping the overall or the pricing that I was asking for by $4,000, I got someone coming all the way from Louisiana this morning. So after work, we'll get this title prepped and everything, and hope to God this thing actually sells. As he said, don't clean it. My son will clean it when he gets it. And I said, okay, you can have it. So hopefully we got good news for that. So if we can get that, that's quite a bit of cash in the pocket for the Camaro. We can go ahead and get the LQ4 or LQ9 or LS3, whatever we buy. Maybe we could go ahead and buy a pre-built block. You know, I don't know. I'd rather just have something to spec and know exactly everything I want for it and have everything I want for it. But if we can find some other deal that's close to what I'm looking for and save a couple grand, why not? So damn. So a little video update for you guys. After hearing the news about Zoe, sadly she's kind of sitting under this canopy over here until we get a truck and trailer. She's been sitting here for about a week and a half, and it just sucks, man. Just honestly, like, seeing after all the work that I've had to do and constant shops back and forth and trial and error, and just blows, you know. So, and honestly, like, what this looks like doesn't look so bad, but this is what it feels like to me. Like, if I can tell you that, yeah, it's sad. So it's on the road to better things with the new motor that we've got picked out, and it just, you know, things are gonna have to take time. All right, so I had to end that clip really quick. I had to get my stuff, and he was closing up shop. I did get there like right at 5 o'clock just to get my stuff. So with that being said, I think that's the last time I get to see Zoe for quite a while. That was not much of a goodbye, and that kind of sucked. So I don't know, just, it sucks, man. And like, I know I'm repetitive as shit. I know, I don't know what else to say when it comes down to this. It's just overall, like, the heartbreak of it all. We were so close to it all, but at the end of it, we were never there because the crank was the problem the whole time. But we've got other things to look forward to. I've got to see what I can do about switching up my career, do a little bit something that's gonna be a little bit more freeing for me and what I want to achieve with the channel, my personal life, my goals, career, and relationship wise. And I think that's what I really have to push myself towards right now. But in the meantime, I'll at least give you guys studio updates or the mini bike update, or, you know, I'll be getting pictures of the Camaro, but I won't be 7 hours away from here getting to video it on the weekends and getting little updates like that. So you're just gonna get a couple like odd shot pictures from my dad. So shout out my dad. So, oh well, that's all I got for right now. So it's time to head home. So next big piece, this was kind of on a whim, but my roommate was starting to toss out some stuff in the closet and he had this in there. I thought, why not? I figured kind of go with the vibe with the couch and the coffee table, kind of tie the three in. So, but I mean, it's big enough for now. It'll hold a TV if I want to put a flat screen on it, some little items, maybe my detailed stuff. I don't know, it's cheap, it's free, actually. So, yeah, another little addition. I tell you, it really could use cleaned up. It's got some dust that needs to be cleaned up. And I might flip that around. I don't know just yet, because walking up to it and seeing that, yeah, it's a little bit of a, but also this doesn't have to be permanent, so. So literally just turning it the other direction was a hell of a lot cleaner. There's only a couple scuffs compared to that whole side. I do just have to take off this little splitter that he had on the back, but I think one little screw hole is gonna be way less noticeable than all those scratches. And I put it to the entry side, so that way when you open the door, it's not even gonna be paying attention to that. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, throw some stuff on it, and there we go. Just a little bit of stuff that I had just like inside the apartment. I don't know, motorcycle helmet, the US General, my dad's first board, a 1957 Cameo grill from Richard Rawlings. Shout out you, dude. Yeah, just random shit, honestly, but overall, I think it's kind of a vibe. It's kind of working. It's kind of, yeah. In realist, I'm just trying random shit and just throwing it together, but it looked better with the mood lighting. Of course, the walnut panel back here, getting the toolbox over here. Hell, I might even get rid of this and just do a toolbox and get rid of all this decor. I don't know. I'm just making a small little man cave and just literally trying stuff out here. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a mess right now. I've got stuff everywhere because the thing is, I don't really have storage. That's what we're trying to work towards. Like if I can get some bins to like sneak under the couch and the toolbox, yeah, I think the space will be a little bit more functionable. And I will say, having that one outlet on the back side here drives me nuts. I wish it was like on this back wall over here, or if I just had a second one so I can hide all these wires, that would do me a lot of benefit as well. But I'm trying to just make what I can work. So, and even just to power this section, I still gotta run my 50-foot extension from the top of the garage door. There's that second outlet there. I've got these wall hangers here, so I'm thinking about starting to hammer up that wire set and bring it all the way down and then just run it all the way across. So, if I find a TV this weekend for cheap, I can slap it on there and see how it works. So, yeah, but. So this is why I am horrible at YouTube, because my ADHD, I just start flowing and I forget to pick the camera up and figure out what I'm actually doing. So yeah, so this is where I'm stopping myself to just say, hey, this is what's been done so far. Right now, got my box lights up. I ended up finding a whole collection of my Arkansas plates, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that. Like this one was a tribute bill from my late half. I have that from my 01 Sierra HD front clip. The AUR 40s from the All Road. And then my OG Please Officer tag. So I got to figure out where we're going to put this. I kind of want to like box frame it or something. Just because, I mean, it's the channel the whole way through. Like this is top-notch quality. We got to keep it. So I don't know, man. I just started throwing some stuff around, and I'm kind of just moving the couch. I'm moving the entertainment center, well, the shelving system, moving some lights around, the magazines, some tools, things of that nature, and really just trying to figure out what it's going to be like on a day-to-day basis to actually have a functioning space that's only going to provide me, you know, a place to relax, you know, a second living room while my friends are doing their thing in there. I can come here, relax, do what I need to do. And two, also make it a functional workspace that can also, you know, host. If I want to do like beer pong in here, invite some people over, you know, like a little chill session, I can do that. So while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and just start filming what I've got done, since I already had to do a pause and do a whole, you know, recap. So shelving unit here, the 57 Cameo grill, my dad's first board, old industrial IKEA light, some plants, some trophies, My first detail business was down here, Streetwise Detailing up in 417. So, you know, just little stuff. I figured just like, you know, nice little decor, neat stuff. I figured would work good for a little space like this. And then moving back over here, literally, like I said, just the mags, you know, my little coasters, my plates. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with this whole cord mess. It's driving me insane. And I was so tired of having just a blank back wall. It looked huge and empty, so I literally just found this in my closet and I just threw it up for the hell of it for now. It's not final. I just needed something there, and it was just sitting in a box. So, and sadly, it's pretty wrinkly. So, I don't know. I was too impatient. I wasn't gonna throw it in the dryer or anything like that. So I threw it up. I could always get a couple more of those wall ties and stretch it out a little bit more to get rid of those creases, but I'm not really too concerned about it. It's just something to hold up a space. So I think that's gonna work for now. I think I'm happy with that. But overall, I do have the rug for the section that'll be here. It should be, what's today? 18, 19, 20. It should be here like maybe like Wednesday when I start posting this video up. So I might hold it for the next clip. I might not. I don't know yet. But it's also just a rug, so who gives a shit? Let's just throw it in. I ended up not pulling on the $150 worth of the walnut back paneling back here. And this little water feature I was gonna do in the corner instead. When I went to the detail garage today, I happened to be one of the lucky members. I got a free Torx orbital. So yeah, I literally have it in a box down here. I got that for free today because I was their first customer. And they threw me a really good deal on the power washer down here. They're usually 200 MSRP. I just flirted a little bit. I got it on the low. But at the end of the day, like, I did need a power washer because you guys, for those who have seen the other videos, seen how dirty this garage was, the flooring when we were given it. It was horrendous. Now, that being said, I didn't think I was gonna be able to go get like a power washer to rent or anything because there was no faucet hookups or anything like that until I literally get out here, and sure enough, the only one is right here on the pillar of my garage. So would they get mad? I don't know. But with that, it's got like this like little like T-section here. I'm tempted to see if I can get something that matches up to it because it's like a little key. So I don't know. I think a flathead will work just fine, right? Just turn, be done. So I don't know, but I've got a hookup and it's right here. So I just didn't expect to drop $500 today. Like, that was a lot of money to drop. So, but it's all in good, you know, good things. You know, I needed the compound and the pads and little stuff like that. That was probably like maybe like 90 bucks. And then you add on top the power washer. I walked out about 350. Wasn't it 350? I don't remember the number, but yeah, overall that was a little bit too much. And then I went to Zoomies, hit up one of the boys that was over there, you know, my boy Daryl and all them, said hey, and I ended up buying some shit I didn't need, but hey, the fit was dope, and West Coast Choppers is kind of back. So yeah, that fit was tough. Okay, so just got up to the Hanson. Dad's got the car loaded up and she's about to head back to Arkansas. Looks like they didn't really have too much trouble getting up. But I know getting the car started was one issue for them. And the issue being was a matter of fact of car was still acting like AFR was completely out of whack. Just overall, I mean, voltages were there just sitting there cranking and just wouldn't start. So surprisingly little starting fluid inside of this GoPort 550 kit apparently worked, so they got it started and was able to drive it up, so at least there's that. Did you match? He matched the hole-in-one. He matched the hole-in-one, and I got it on film. He didn't. You shit. Perfect.
Johnston emerges, Priscovia clears, and that group for Dallas needs.
All right, so we're done. Car's loaded, of course. He and I just got done eating and hitting up a little mini course, which was pretty cool. But this is the part where I got to go to bed to go back to work in the morning. I've got about an hour drive, and he's got to get ready for a 6-hour drive. So say bye to the car. Guys, this is the last time I'm going to see it for probably 6-7 months. So, but we'll get some stuff done to it. So.
That bill of sale shows you traded the Audi.
See you, Pops. And goodbye, Zoe. Well, that was the end of the afternoon. That was kick-ass time. You know, I always love getting to spend time with my dad. And it was just cool to hang out, get to laugh a little bit, and actually get to spend some time instead of just talking on the phone about how shit this car is of mine. And, you know, just, I needed that. I really did, and I wish I could have gotten some more time, but it's time to head back home. You know, it sucks. I get to see my father, like, 2 or 3 times a year, and hell, my mom, I haven't seen her in over 1.5 years now, and you know, I mean, time kind of flies, and sometimes it gets in the way of us, especially financially. It's a battle, and like sometimes I just kind of wish that this YouTube would take off. I could, you know, get a little bit of freedom just to be able to put my family first for once. We'll see if we can score a remote job. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, I would like some more freedom in my life, not only just, you know, with the channel and the cars and the content, but like, you know, being able to pack my car on a weekend and go drive up to Arkansas and go visit who I love to see in Oklahoma and all them. So, but yeah, you know, today was a little emotional, but overall a good time. We scored a toolbox today, got a new Husky toolbox. So, or an Icon. Yeah, I bought an Icon today. So, got that. That's going in the garage. So, another piece for the man cave or the lounge. So, that's super cool. And then, yeah, we'll just piece the rest of it as we go. So, time to get back home. So got a little help from my neighbor whose also name is Brennan, funny enough, we got the box down. That was the main important part, is at least having this inside, because tomorrow I don't have a choice but to take the truck to work. I don't want my toolbox stolen, and I don't want the cardboard soaking wet because of the rain tomorrow. I'm definitely not riding the mini bike. So yeah, so we got that down. I'm gonna move some stuff around and figure out where I like it, and then go to bed. So, yep. Okay, so already I'm kind of thinking that this needs to be on that wall, because this is a lot longer than this piece. I think that might be cohesive better there. I don't know. Just kind of trying stuff out. So we'll move shit around, see what happens. So. I had to stop real quick because honestly, I know it's a Yukon. It's not an Icon. It's not one of the top brands, but for the packaging, they did pretty good. Took a break in my ADHD. I went ahead and just put the toolbox here for the safe zone because that's originally where I wanted it. I know it's this and that, my OCD. Yeah, I know. For those of you, I'm sure you're probably thinking the same thing. It's just, I don't know, it's a little unsettling for me. But overall, like, it's already just past this corner, just like a hair. And like, I don't even want to push it any further. So, we're just gonna make this work for now. Like, this is not permanent. It's something for now, just to fill in the space. And honestly, it still looks pretty good to me. There's a little bit too much going at the bottom, but that's what the toolbox is here for. So eventually I'll get around to putting all these tools up and, you know, my tech and little stuff like that all put away, make this thing nice and clean. But I got like 6 hours till I'm supposed to wake up, and I still have all this trash to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Because on this side of my apartment complex, there is no dumpster. Damn! Okay, so now we are officially at a stopping point for the night. I've got the toolbox all set up, my $30 Home Depot speaker, got that all set up there. The ice bear is up, the coffee table's back, and everything's in its right place for now. So, and honestly, like, this is pretty much all I can ask for right now. Like, I'm still curious to see when the rug gets in, how it's gonna look with that, the black and white rug. And I think I might have to get rid of this couch and get a black one, just to kind of fit the theme. Like, I got gray, black and black, wood. I don't know. Overall, I'm still really happy with this. Like, I can maybe get like a couple more like soft lamps for like inside the shelving, or, you know, little stuff like that. And of course, all this mess will be gone by the end of this week. And of course, the bags will be gone. So that blue will really actually start to glow behind and just really accent like the whole area. So this is update for the night, and we'll see you on the next one.